In this video, I'm going to show you how to transform a bed sheet into a pair of wide-leg pajama pants. These pajama pants are my favorite thing to make because there's only one pattern piece and all the seams are super easy to sew, which makes them a great beginner project too. For this project, you will need, in addition to the fabric, a piece of 1/4 inch elastic, the length of your waist, and paper for the pattern. So let's get started. This is what the finished pattern piece looks like. The overall size of mine is 28 inches wide and 44 inches long. You'll need two measurements to create your pattern: the distance from your waist to the bottom of the pant and the widest part of your lower body. The waist opening has to be wider than the widest part of your body so you can pull the pants on. For the size of the waist opening, take the widest part of the lower body measurement, divide by 2, and add at least 1 inch. Here's a breakdown of the measurements for my pattern, which you can use as a starting point to create your own. For reference, my measurements are 41 inches waist to bottom of pant, 36 inches hips. To alter the width, add or subtract from the middle and redraw the horizontal lines. To alter the length, add or subtract from the middle and redraw the vertical lines. Now you're ready to cut the fabric. Double your fabric, then pin your pattern to the fabric and cut out the pattern. Sew the front seam and the back seams, making sure the right sides of the fabric are facing each other. Then finish the seams with a zigzag or your method of choice. I use a technique called flat felling to create clean, flat seams which work well for pajama pants. To flat fell the seam, sew a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance on the wrong side of the fabric. Trim the seam allowance on one side close to the seam. Fold the longer seam allowance over the shorter one, then iron. Now fold both seams to the side, iron again, and pin into place. Then sew along the fold line. Here's what the finished seam looks like. Next, pin together the inside seam of the pant, then sew and finish the edges. I flat felled this seam as well, which meant I had to do each leg separately because the machine can only reach as far as the crotch area, but if you're using a zigzag stitch, you can do both legs in one pass. To create the casing for the elastic, fold the fabric at the waist over a 1/4 inch, then iron and continue all the way around the waist. Then fold it over a 1/2 inch and iron again. If you're using a wider type of elastic, make sure the channel is wide enough to enclose the elastic plus a little extra for the seam. Starting from about 1 inch from the front seam of the pant, sew the casing seam close to the fold, leaving an opening to insert the elastic. Attach a safety pin to the edge of the elastic and thread the closed pin through the channel until it comes out the other side. Try on the pant to determine how long the elastic should be and pin the ends together with a safety pin. Mark where the elastic meets, overlap the ends and sew them in place with a zigzag stitch, then trim the excess. Then sew the gap in the waistband closed. Try the pants on again and pin where you want the hem to be. Iron the hem to the desired length, then turn under the raw edge and re-iron. Sew the hem near the fold, and that's it, you're done. For a final detail, you can sew a button at the front of the pant because it can be hard to tell the front from the back when you're pulling them on. I love making these palazzo style pajama pants because they're so easy and fun to make. Some pajama pants are more tapered, so there's 2 seams for each leg, but this pattern only has 1. So I hope this inspires you to try your own refashioning project. Thanks for watching and happy upcycling.